Completing a service change and installing a portable generator hookup involves several key steps to ensure safety and compliance with the electrical codes. It's understandable to feel some confusion or apprehension, as electrical work requires precision and a thorough understanding of the principles involved. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides comprehensive guidelines for electrical installations. These guidelines are in place to protect individuals and property from electrical hazards. Firstly, before starting any electrical work, it's crucial to disconnect the power supply at the main breaker. This will prevent accidental electrocution or electrical shock. Secondly, obtain the necessary permits from your local building department. This ensures that the work is inspected and meets safety standards. The service change involves upgrading or replacing the existing electrical service panel. This panel distributes electricity throughout the home. The size of the service panel is determined by the electrical load of the home. A larger home with more appliances will require a larger service panel. Typical residential service panel sizes are 100 amps, 150 amps, 200 amps, and 400 amps. When selecting a service panel, choose one that is appropriately sized for the current and future electrical needs of the home. The generator hookup allows for connecting a portable generator to power essential circuits during a power outage. A transfer switch is required to safely connect the generator to the home's electrical system. The transfer switch isolates the generator power from the utility power, preventing backfeeding, which can be dangerous for utility workers and damage electrical equipment. There are two main types of transfer switches: manual and automatic. A manual transfer switch requires the user to manually switch between utility power and generator power. An automatic transfer switch automatically switches to generator power when utility power is lost and switches back to utility power when it is restored. The installation of a generator hookup should be performed by a qualified electrician to ensure compliance with electrical codes and safety standards. The electrician will determine the appropriate size and type of transfer switch for the home's electrical system and install it according to the manufacturer's instructions and local codes. Grounding is another critical aspect of electrical safety. The electrical system must be properly grounded to provide a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping a breaker or fuse and preventing electrical shock. Grounding involves connecting the metal enclosures of electrical equipment to a grounding electrode, such as a ground rod or metal water pipe. The grounding electrode must be properly sized and installed to ensure effective grounding. Wiring is another important consideration. The correct wire size must be used for each circuit to prevent overheating and fire hazards. The wire size is determined by the amperage of the circuit and the length of the wire run. The NEC Table 310.15b16 provides guidelines for determining the appropriate wire size for various ampacities and insulation types. All electrical connections must be made securely and properly to prevent loose connections, which can cause arcing and overheating. Use the appropriate tools and connectors for each type of electrical connection. Torque all connections to the manufacturer's specifications to ensure a reliable connection. When working with electrical wiring, always use insulated tools to prevent electrical shock. Wear safety glasses to protect your eyes from debris. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. Electricity can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary precautions to ensure your safety. The generator should be placed in a well-ventilated area, away from windows and doors to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas that can be deadly. Install carbon monoxide detectors in your home to alert you to the presence of carbon monoxide. Regularly test the carbon monoxide detectors to ensure they are working properly. When using a portable generator, follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Do not overload the generator, as this can damage the generator and create a fire hazard. Use only extension cords that are rated for the amperage of the generator. Inspect the extension cords for damage before each use. Do not use extension cords that are frayed or damaged. When refueling the generator, turn it off and let it cool down completely before adding fuel. Gasoline is flammable, and it is important to take precautions to prevent fires. Store gasoline in approved containers away from heat sources and open flames. Electrical work can be challenging, but with proper planning, preparation, and attention to detail, it can be completed safely and successfully. Always consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns. Thirdly, consider surge protection. Installing a surge protector at the service panel can help protect your electronic devices from voltage spikes caused by lightning or other electrical disturbances. Surge protectors divert excess voltage away from electronic devices, preventing damage. There are two main types of surge protectors: whole house surge protectors and point of view surge protectors. Whole house surge protectors are installed at the service panel and protect all of the electrical circuits in the home. Point of view surge protectors are plugged into electrical outlets and protect individual electronic devices. Lighting is also an important aspect of electrical work. When installing new lighting fixtures, choose energy-efficient options, such as LED lighting. LED lighting uses significantly less energy than incandescent lighting and has a longer lifespan. This can save you money on your energy bills and reduce your environmental impact. When installing lighting fixtures, be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Use the appropriate wiring and connectors for each fixture. Make sure the fixtures are properly grounded to prevent electrical shock. The NEC provides guidelines for the spacing and placement of lighting fixtures in various rooms of the home. Follow these guidelines to ensure adequate lighting and safety. Outlets are another essential part of the electrical system. When installing new outlets, choose tamper-resistant outlets, especially in homes with young children. Tamper-resistant outlets have a safety mechanism that prevents children from inserting objects into the slots. This can help prevent electrical shock. The NEC requires that all new outlets installed in homes be tamper-resistant. Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, are another important safety device. GFCIs are designed to protect against electrical shock by detecting ground faults. A ground fault occurs when electricity flows through an unintended path, such as through a person's body. GFCIs quickly shut off the power to the circuit when a ground fault is detected, preventing electrical shock. The NEC requires that GFCIs be installed in areas where there is a high risk of water exposure, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas. Arc fault circuit interrupters, or AFCIs, are designed to protect against electrical fires caused by arcing faults. An arcing fault occurs when electricity jumps between two conductors, creating heat and potentially igniting nearby materials. AFCIs detect arcing faults and quickly shut off the power to the circuit, preventing electrical fires. The NEC requires that AFCIs be installed in many areas of the home, including bedrooms, living rooms, and hallways. When working with electrical panels, it's important to be aware of the potential hazards. Electrical panels contain live wires and components that can cause electrical shock. Always wear insulated gloves and safety glasses when working with electrical panels. Use a non-contact voltage tester to verify that the power is off before touching any wires or components. If you are not comfortable working with electrical panels, hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. Electrical inspections are an important part of ensuring the safety and compliance of electrical installations. Local building departments typically require electrical inspections for new construction, renovations, and service changes. The electrical inspector will review the electrical work to ensure that it meets the requirements of the NEC and local codes. If the electrical work passes inspection, the inspector will issue a certificate of compliance. This certificate is required to obtain a building permit and to connect the electrical service to the utility grid. Common electrical problems include flickering lights, tripping breakers, and dead outlets. Flickering lights can be caused by loose connections, faulty wiring, or a problem with the electrical panel. Tripping breakers can be caused by overloaded circuits, short circuits, or ground faults. Dead outlets can be caused by loose connections, faulty wiring, or a tripped GFCI. If you experience any of these electrical problems, it's important to have them investigated and repaired by a qualified electrician. Ignoring electrical problems can lead to more serious problems, such as electrical fires. Preventative maintenance is also important for maintaining the safety and reliability of the electrical system. Regularly inspect the electrical panel for signs of damage or corrosion. Check the wiring for loose connections or frayed insulation. Test GFCIs and FCIs to ensure they are working properly. By performing regular preventative maintenance, you can identify and address potential problems before they become serious. Finally, remember that electrical work can be dangerous. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. A qualified electrician has the knowledge, skills, and experience to perform electrical work safely and correctly. They will ensure that the electrical system is installed according to code and that it is safe for you and your family.